5 o'clock. Could everybody please stand? Welcome back from Thanksgiving break. One of the last fight songs of the semester. Oh, very exciting, very exciting. Treasurer Colquitt, would you mind leading us in the fight song today?
Fight, fight, here's fighting.
Hey. It really does get better every time. Very excited for our spring rendition of the fight song. We will now move into roll call. Attorney General Kapoor.
President Gravel.
Present.
Vice President Koskowska.
Present.
Treasurer Colquitt.
President.
Chief of Staff Ambush.
Present.
Director Ramos.
Present.
Assistant Director Soto. Director Moody.
Present.
Director Rodriguez.
President.
Director DMA.
Present.
Assistant Director Johnstone.
President.
Assistant Director Apple.
Present.
Director Clark.
President.
Assistant Director Carr. Director Edwards.
President.
Assistant Director Cunningham. Director Leo.
President.
Director Alia.
President.
Director Kemp. Director Thaxton.
President.
Senator Rink. Senator Saleem. Senator Evelyn. Senator Washington. Senator Maddox.
President.
Senator Hayes. Senator Mackey.
President.
Chief Justice Hurtado Olson.
President.
Justice McNeil.
President.
Justice Adenga.
President.
Justice Steele.
President.
Justice Yemsen.
Thank you very much. We will now move into approval of the minutes. Are there any amendments to last meeting's minutes? Hearing none, we will consider the minutes approved. Are there any amendments to today's agenda? Okay. Also hearing no amendments to that, we will proceed with the current agenda for today. We do not have any guest speakers today. Is there any public participation or student concern? All right, also hearing none. We will now move into communications. So advisors' remarks.
I don't have any. Yeah, sure. I do actually. Baltimore College Town has a network of schools. Obviously, you all know about it. We have the Baltimore College Town Shuttle. They also have a small, different communities throughout Baltimore County, Baltimore College Town network. One of the communities is the Student Government Association network. What they're trying to do now is they're trying to plan a virtual conference for leaders, for students, and it's going to be at the end of January on the 29th. From 1 to 3, which is Saturday. Tom's been sitting in meetings, and we've been asked you to participate. It looks like they want to go virtual with it. We did put up an option for it to be in person and for us to host it. However, they would like to do it virtually. So what we'll be doing is we'll be sending out an email, which we kind of prompted the SGA executive board with the email already. And we'll be sending it out. Hopefully they'll send it out once the planning continues. And then what will happen is we would usually in past years, 1 or 2 people from Towson would go, and other schools like 10, 12, 15 or so. But it's a really good learning opportunity and a good time to build relationships across schools, so you learn how the colleges do it. So that's one of the things that's coming up in January, right before about a month before Tiger Cup. And with that, we yield.
Thank you very much. Appropriations Committee.
Hey guys, hope everyone had a great break. So for our probes committee, we're still reviewing the financial policy so we can see what changes need to be made. And Justice Hurtado will be sending out some of the changes that they suggest we need to make. And with that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Government Appropriations Committee? Government Operations Committee.
Hi, guys. Hope you had a great break. Government Operations Committee found Resolution 24 favorable with amendments. And for everyone in the committee and those looking to come to committee, if your bills are up soon, we will not be meeting at our scheduled time this week. So please look out for communications from me. And if you have a bill coming, please reach out to me individually so that I can let you know what time we decide on. And with that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Rules Committee?
Hey everyone, we're just reviewing the standing rules of order. With that, I yield.
Thank you very much. President DeVoe?
Good afternoon, evening, everybody. You all look great in your new polos. I hope you had a restful break. A couple of quick things. So Paige and I, Vice President Jaskowska and I were able to meet with President Shackle today for our 2-on-1, which is a productive meeting. Some things that I can't disclose to you right now, but a couple of things that I will. One of which is a Senate appreciation programming that we'd like to do for the Senate only. And that would be in partnership with President Shackle, getting her suite for one of the games that's catered, something nice for you all, just to show how much we appreciate you. So that's been discussed. So we're excited about that. So you can look forward to that coming soon. Maybe for one of the women's basketball games, TBD. Also, thank you to anyone who attended the student leader sessions with the candidates for the vice president of OIE, or the Office of Inclusion and Institutional Equity. Those are ongoing. There was one yesterday and one today. I know I saw Vice President Jaskowska, Chief of Staff Ambush, and Director Leo today. So thank you all. I wasn't at the one yesterday, but if you did attend, thank you. And please continue to show your faces and ask the hard questions. So thank you all so much for that. One just kind of reminder to everyone, we will be having exec board evaluations before the end. So please look out for information from Chief of Staff Ambush on that. So you all can let us know how we're doing as an executive board. And then lastly, I'm sure Treasurer Colquitt can talk more about this, but we've been approved for a pilot of the emergency fund program through the SGA. So we'll be able to provide, what's the word? Not emergency. Urgent need, there we go. Urgent need requests for the spring, and they have some live open requests that will be funneling, I believe it's $4,000 into for students that are in need of aid this semester. So that's really great. Yeah, let's clap about that. Yay, good thing. Yeah. So that's been ongoing. So we're happy to see that that is coming into fruition. So yes, I think that's it. Oh, for the student leader sessions, it's 2:30 p.m. in Liberal Arts 3150. So if you're available during that time, come listen in, ask questions, all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much. With that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Treasurer Colquitt?
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. As you know, we had budget hearing just before break. That was a lot of work. So thank you so much to our senators. And Senator Hayes took amazing notes that I would not be able to do my job now without those notes. So thank you for that. And as President DeVoe mentioned, working on the urgent relief fund for students to be able to apply for urgent assistance should they have things pop up. Other than that, we have a grant review committee coming up soon. And with that,
Just very briefly, President DeVoe.
We will not be having member of the week because we were over break, unless you all want to compete on who ate the most. But anyway, that's the only reason. Dad jokes.
That's really good.
Advisor Leno approved.
Amazing. Hi, everyone. So just a few announcements. Make sure you're completing your community service hours. Our amazing director will talk more about that. Name tags and binders are mandatory for GA, so just make sure you're bringing them. And as we're getting our polos, if you haven't picked up your polos, I'm gonna be in the office starting tomorrow at like 8 a.m. till 12, and then I'll be in again from around 3 till 5. So many opportunities. I'll also be in on Thursday, and if you don't get them this week, there's no time limit. Like, you can just come to me next Monday or Tuesday. Chief of Staff Ambush is also available to sign out polos. And for polos, standard wear for GA will now be polos, and if you don't have your polo available or you're getting it washed or whatever, you can just wear business professional as usual. And for all SGA events we go to as SGA members too, whether you're putting on an event or if you're attending one, you can also wear your polo and your name tag. And then just as President DeVoe said, BPOIIE are still going tomorrow and Thursday, so make sure you show up to that. With that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Chief of Staff Ambush.
Happy Target Tuesday, everyone. So I'm currently catching up on my Thanksgiving emails, so I apologize for the slow, if I haven't gotten back to your question. We are entering, it is only 2 weeks left of school, meaning that I'm focusing on winter retreat and transitions. So if you see me in the office, I'm looking really, really stressed. I'm gonna ask if you can wonder if your question is urgent or not, because I do have a lot of emails I do need to start sending out. You will all receive an email either tonight or tomorrow, which will have details about winter retreat. We're aiming for winter retreat to be February 4th through the 6th. So it's that Friday to Sunday. It is the weekend after school starts. So everyone should be in the Towson area at that time. That email will also have our executive board evaluations. Those are due by reading day. Basically, it's just gonna ask like, how you all are feeling about SGA, how you're all feeling about each of us as the executive board, any concerns, any questions you have. And don't worry, it will be anonymous. And transitions, so the cabinet has already received the folder to put their transition materials in. You will all get an email kind of explaining that. But basically what I need from the Senate are 2 senators who are willing to go into the Senate folder to make sure it's up to date, and 2 justices who are willing to do the same for the judicial branch. Again, an email will go out with all of that information. And the very last thing is right now we are projected to have at least one SGA event every single week in the spring. It means it's going to be a very, very busy time. So if you are planning an initiative or event in the spring, I highly encourage you to really spend these last 2 weeks kind of like, you know, thinking some of the early details, and details about January office hours will also go out because I recognize that's winter break. And that's all. With that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Department of Academic Affairs.
Hope everybody had a great break and ate plenty. Before break. Thank you for that. Before break, I had a meeting with the director of the Accessibility and Disability Services Department, and we, together with ADS and the faculty training department, will start hosting disability trainings for professors. Based on that as well, there is a panel that they're asking students to be a part of in the middle of January, and I will send out more information about that when I have it available. Director DMA and I are also working on a de-stressor event, and our ornaments came in for that, so that'll be on reading day. And just to bring attention again to what's going on in the College of Fine Arts and across campus in terms of the lack of diversity and lack of support with our curriculum and our professors. So I hope you guys stay tuned to that and have a great weekend. With that,
Thank you very much. Department of Campus Activities.
Hello? Yeah. Okay, just making sure. Hi guys, my name is Zion. I'm the representative for CAP today.
I just want to tell you about our two events for this week. On Wednesday, we will have a general member meeting, but this time it's the Plaza Freshman Council, another branch of SGA. So you guys should come out to that. We'll be making gingerbread houses as well as like karaoke and snacks. So come to that. There'll also be a team holiday event, which is this Saturday, December 4th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., which you should also come out to. Another way to get in the holiday spirit. And going back to the general member meeting, it's in the CAB office, 5 to 6 p.m. But without you.
Department of Civic Engagement.
Good evening, everyone. All right, so I just want to say thank you to all of the Food Recovery Network participants. Last Tuesday, it was a very last minute thing. Everyone did great. We recovered over 200 tons of food. So that was lovely. Maybe a round of applause for them as well. All right. So we do have a few events coming up this week. We have the Sustainable Christmas event. That is next Wednesday, the 8th. It is being held by Kaya Russell, who is the Graduate Assistant of Sustainability. It's going to be from 12 to 3. We're just going to be taking clippings donated by the construction crew and using them to make cute little door hangings and stuff like that. So if you want to come, that'd be great. We also have a voting rights discussion being held by the Office of Civic Engagement this Thursday from 6 to 7:30. I will be a guest speaker on there, so if you want to come by, it's on Zoom. It'd be lovely to see you guys. Let's see. I'm doing a tour of the energy department where we are going over where energy can be saved on campus. That's this Friday, so let me know if you guys want notes or want to see pictures or anything like that, and I would be happy to provide those. There's also going to be a general sustainability meeting on Thursday with Patricia Watson, the Director of Sustainability, Kai Russell, as said before, the Graduate Assistant of Sustainability, and Heather Pomonsky, who's the Director of Civic Engagement. We're just going to be going over some spring initiatives. I'd love to provide notes if you guys wish. Let's see. Lastly, the bill offering assistance, the bill in collaboration with Senator Ring, offering assistance to travel workers is coming along nicely. It should be up by the time we come back from spring break. But with that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Department of Communications.
Hi, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I have two things to talk about. First off, if you're interested, I'm planning a vaccine promotion post. So it'll be posted on our Instagram. So if you want to take a picture of you showing off your shot or whatever, and go ahead and send it to me, that would be great. If you plan on getting one in maybe the next week or two, if you wear tasking gear, that would be even better. Secondly, I am starting a TikTok series promoting club events happening on campus. It's gonna post about every Thursday, and I'm looking for anyone who's interested in being a part of it. Basically a main cast, just show on camera, something like that. That would be great. And if you guys have any questions, just feel free to let me know. Yes.
President Doug.
This is for booster shots.
Booster shots and vaccines as well, yeah.
Okay, solid. Thank you.
And with that, I yield.
Department of Community Outreach.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all, well, English. I hope you all had a great break. Hope you ate a lot of good food. The last day to submit your service hours is December 12th. Make sure you get those in at involve.towson.edu. A few of you can email from Margaret on behalf of me, basically saying to do your service hours. So be much appreciated to do your service hours. There are a lot of opportunities this holiday season, a lot of people looking for help. And with that, I yield the rest of my time to Chief Justice Hurtado Olson to read Article 1, Section 2, Subsection A of the Constitutional Law.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Director Faxon. Yeah, I'm not sure if you have it available, but if you could direct your attention to the constitutional bylaws, Article 1, Section 2, Subsection A, Subsection D. it says that SJ members must participate in at least 3 community service events a semester. One of them must be SJ sponsored. If you do not complete these requirements, you will receive a PDR. As with every PDR, you can appeal them to the J board. However, you've been aware of these requirements for several weeks. So with that, I yield.
Awesome. Okay, I do ask that the side conversations are kept to a minimum while we do communications. Thank you all very much. Next up, we have Department of Community Outreach. Oh, wait, sorry. Department of Diversity and Inclusion.
All right, hi everyone. I hope you had a good Tuesday and hope you had a good Thanksgiving break. I know I did because my birthday was on Thanksgiving. So yeah, I don't have that much to announce. I know right before break, I was able to introduce someone for the diversity student representative, which is really good. So hopefully we'll be able to get a representative soon. As for like events, I just wanted to shout out an event that Center for Diversity is doing tomorrow. So basically it's called Hostile Terrain 94, and basically it's honoring and mourning the loss of lives in the U.S. and Mexico border. It's going to be tomorrow in Cook Library on the main floor from 4:30 to 5:30. So we're welcome to come there. There'll be a lot of students there to talk about their experiences about it and everything. And yeah, and like President DeVoe mentioned, go out to the DPOIE interviews and everything. I was able to go not today, but the day before, and applicants seem really great, and it's nice to hear students' responses and everything. And yeah, and with that, I yield.
Thank you very much. President DeVoe?
Also, it's just one more thing. Director Thomas Hornbuckle mentioned to me today, tomorrow in Freedom Square at 4:45. I'll confirm the time with you all because I might be mixing it up. But 4:45, I believe there's going to be a menorah lighting at Freedom Square. So come out and show your support. But I wanted to mention that under diversity and inclusion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Chief of Staff Ambush?
Hi, what was the name of the thing that's happening at the library again?
Hostile Terrain 94.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Department of Health and Wellness?
Happy Second Tuesday, everyone. I have just a few notes. The weekend before last weekend, I met with the chancellor of the University System of Maryland and also other student leaders of other SGAs at other Maryland universities, and we talked about the topic of mental health and stuff like that. And we came up with a lot of cool ideas and a lot of panel ideas. So if any of you are interested in joining any of those like initiatives, please tell me. Thank you to all of you that came out or like participated in any of the menstrual health week events and Menstrual, and like I saw a lot of you learning and stuff, so it was like really great. We are kind of done already with the donations for the Menstrual Health Drive to the Baltimore Student Support Network. We haven't picked up all of them, but so far we have over 4,000 products donated. So thank you to everyone. I've been appointed by the Vice President of the University System Maryland Student Council to join the University System's Maryland Mental Health Committee. So want like has anything that they want to say to me, if you have any ideas or anything, please share with me. Especially if you have any ideas or if you want to like somehow participate in any events, please tell me. And also, just like Director Leo said, reading day, which is the day before, if you don't know what reading day is, we have a de-stress day with campus rec and the Center of Student Diversity. So please show out or like just tell everyone else if you need anything to de-stress, remind from exams or anything. But with that idea.
Thank you very much. Department of Higher Education?
Hi, everybody. Not too much to update you guys. Can you guys hear me? Okay, not too much to update you guys on, just like update on the students. We got report cards last week before last, and they're not doing too bad. We need a lot of, we do need like a lot of help with like history and English and math. So if any of you guys are really good at it, we would love to have you. Our mentor numbers have kind of like died down, and the kids are kind of like asking like, do the Towson kids not want to come anymore? Because it's just me and a few other mentors. So like, please, you definitely can log this as community service hours, wink, wink. So please do that. So please come if you want to. Yeah, so grades, oh, and kids are, the students are also like racing to meet their December 1st deadlines for like college applications and essays and everything. So that's kind of what we've been doing. After December 1st, tomorrow, we're gonna be focusing on like mental health, like very, very heavily, because they've all expressed they're like, I'm drained, I'm exhausted, and I told them once they submit all the applications, it'll be over. And we'll be mentoring till our last day of the semester, which is the 21st, that Monday, whatever that Monday is, we'll still be mentoring. So if you do, after your class is in and you're like, I have some free time, you want to pop out, I would love to have you guys. And with that, I yield.
Sorry, Assistant Director Soto?
Think of geometry, algebra, all that good stuff.
Director Johnson?
What time is the tutoring program?
So it's like 3 different sessions, but the overall time is from 10:30 to like 1 o'clock. And you can pop in whatever like time frame.
Chief Justice Hurtado Olson?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Any questions? Okay, thank you very much. And yes, please go out, be a mentor. It's really amazing to get involved in people's lives. I know that a lot of us probably wish that we had people to support us when we were around that age. Try to figure stuff out, so do it if you can. Next up is Department of Legislative Affairs.
Hello, everyone. So today I'll be giving my weekly report in 3 points. So first, I discussed Tiger Pride Day, focusing on marketing of the day with the marketing department at Towson University. We're currently planning to do a video incorporating students in regards to filming it. I met with Corey Daly to formulate Tiger Pride Day overview. If anyone wants to see the document, I can send it to your email. Just DM me through GroupMe or just send me an email. And I spoke and interviewed Vice President of Inclusion and Institutional Equity candidates. And outside of that, we're currently planning Tiger Pride Day, so please just keep an eye out on any bills that might be something you're passionate about. Just send them my way, and hopefully we can discuss it in the future. Thank you, and I yield.
Department of Special Projects.
Just not a lot to report, just look out for new spring programming. I'm gonna do it a little differently in spring. So look out for that, to be super fun. And also I'm hosting screenings this Thursday, the best department of special projects. So get lit with me and have fun. And there you go.
It's going to be a very fun free meeting. Very excited. Can't come. Definitely be good. Next up is Department of Marketing.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody had a good things to look out for. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It sounds like. Dear Doctor's gonna be happening soon, so look out for marketing too. For that, I'm going to be working with Director Johnsville on greening the marketing and polls on the story. So also look out for that, and then also the stress event we come up to.
I was gonna give it to you.
With that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Next up is Department of Student Organization. It's all right. Keep the stuff in. There's a list.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. I will be giving Director Eagle's report. Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. Sorry I couldn't be here, but the past few weeks have been a little busy for me. My department and I are beginning to wrap up Tiger Stripe points for groups, which will determine their package standing for the upcoming semester. The last day to submit any Tiger Strike points or fix errors is December 14th. Senators, take a note of that in case or is asked. Again, that date is December 14th. Furthermore, I will be meeting with Rowan Burnett, the Regional Vice President of Chartwell, Ron Burnett, the Regional Vice President of Chartwell, sometimes before the semester ends, to officially propose the idea of takeout at the dining halls to him and his team. Lastly, we had our last town hall of the semester earlier today, and we asked student groups several questions regarding SGA representation and how SGA can be a better assistant. I will share the feedback next week. And big shout out to the Senate and Treasurer Colquitt for their hard work during budget hearing. With that, I yield.
Thank you very much. Next up is Department of New Student Development.
Hey guys, happy Tiger Tuesday. Freshman Council is hosting our community service project. As you might have saw, excuse me, the box in the SGA office, we're donating to Paul's Place. It's basically just a clothing drive, as it begins to get colder and want to get back to people who don't have as much as we have. It's gonna end on this Friday. Also, Freshman Council is collabing with CAB, as Diane said. It's tomorrow in CAB's office. It's gonna be gingerbread, holiday creation, and karaoke. I might sing, so I'll be meeting with Chris Brendosh sometime soon as I begin to formulate the transfer council to make it like an official club, or make it official within the standings and stuff as we plan to launch next semester. With that idea.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have our Maryland Higher Education Council representative. Thank you very much. Greek Life representative.
I have training tomorrow. Hello everyone, Sean McGuire, IFC president. Let's start out with the IFC Holiday Toy Drive. So far it's really success. We've seen 40 toys. If any of you guys donated, we really do appreciate it. If you still want to donate, in room 329 over there. It's right next to the SGA office. There's a little box that's the SGA. It's the Toys for Tots. Nice little box right there. And then I'll be donating these toys this Saturday. So if you want to rush in to get a toy, I really do appreciate it if you do. But if not, it's totally okay. We have a lot of toys, and I'll be giving you the guys the numbers eventually. I'm just got to add everything up and all that. The chapter assessment programs are going to be on reading day. The presentation from each chapter. So all 34 chapters will be presenting on what they did during the semester. If you are interested, please ask the Greek Life office for a Zoom link. Panhellenic Association is looking for wonderful women that are going to be interested in joining, the 10 chapters that we have in the Panhellenic Association. So if you have any women you want to nominate, please DM the Panhellenic in Instagram. They're really looking for women to join. They're very strong organizations too, definitely help everyone succeed and all that. MGC, MPHC, and IGC are planning on spring events. So if you want to stay in the loop, please follow them on Instagram. And then the VP of all academics from all councils want to wish everyone good luck on their finals. And I yield.
Can you repeat the date for the CAP presentation?
Yeah, it's reading day. It's going to be throughout the day. So that I believe that's November 4th. Yeah, the 14th, December 14th.
And then if I remember, I'll ask you.
Okay, that's fine. No problem.
Thank you very much. We have a representative here today from URG. Freshman Council representative. Next up is myself. So happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. I hope that you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving break, got to eat lots of food, got to see people that you love, got to relax, all of that good stuff. I know we do have only a few weeks and then finals left. You've all been doing amazing work. We really appreciate you, as I think I speak for the entire exec board when I say this. with all the work that you guys have put in so far throughout the semester. So we're really trying to kind of end it off strong. We've got a lot to look forward to in the spring. We've got winter retreat coming up. So there's a lot of great stuff coming forward. There is going to be one more GA and one special session after this one. So we will have pre-meeting this week. We will not have pre-meeting next week. That will be the special session at the moment. If anything changes, we will let you guys know as soon as possible. But that's kind of looking like what it's going to be at right now. Other than that, for the Senate, I am sending out an email tonight that has a lot of things to just be aware of, keep in mind throughout this week. Again, with finals coming up, I know that it can get very overwhelming, so communication is key. Just everybody support each other throughout the entire SGA with different events, different bills, regardless. Just let each other know that you guys are here, you know, support one another, all that good stuff. For committees, rules will be 6:30 to 7:30 tomorrow. Government Operations Committee will be rescheduled, as Senator Ring said. Appropriations Committee will be 4 to 5 o'clock on Thursday. And then there are 2 other committee times that will be updated once people have signed up for them. But those signups will go out shortly, and that is the Tiger Pride Day Committee as well as the Dining Hall Committee. So if you're interested in those 2 topics, please sign up for the committee, reach out, be a part of those conversations. If you are worried about the time commitment for the committee, you can still participate, you can still be active in it. There are plenty of other ways to go about it. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. With that being said, I believe that's all I have. Thank you very much, and with that, I yield. Are there any opinions of the court?
No report.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, friends. I'm not favored, so bear with me. Okay, we're moving on to unfinished business. We have no unfinished business, so we'll move into new business. Are there any motions on the floor?
I move that we release resolution 24.
Okay, is there a second? Senator Walter. All right. Is there any discussion? If not, we can move into a vote. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining, and with that, the motion passes. We will now review resolution 24. I believe there's a presentation to go with this one as well. Yeah. Floor is yours.
First, I want to say thank you to Senator Green for helping me with this bill. I love you so much. It like helped me through like all of this. So like definitely props to her. This is my first. So my slide is very nice.
Okay. Oh, okay, this stuff. This slide is going to be talking about menstrual products at Towson University. Our bill is about bringing free access to menstrual products in all of the academic buildings. Why is access to menstrual products on campus important? Okay, so menstrual products are not always easy to get. As a menstruator myself, I would know this, especially with the pandemic and stuff. A lot of things are already getting increased in prices, and one of those things is menstrual products. Some people don't know this, but there is a tax on menstrual products. It's called the luxury tax, which increases the prices of menstrual products for all menstruators. It's not deemed a basic necessity in the US, therefore there isn't a tax exempt for it, but it is a basic necessity because more than half the next one. Okay. Sorry, my mouse is like falling off. Menstrual products on campus are either hard to access or are expensive. So if you wanted to buy, like for example, if you lived on campus, your closest bet to getting menstrual products is the youth store. And if you wanted to buy these products at the youth store, of course, we all know the youth store is already expensive. So there's already like an inflated price, but also there is that tax on menstrual products, which like definitely like decreases the chances of like people that are more lower income of getting these products that they need. A lot of students, especially now, have to choose between getting their products that they definitely need or getting food or getting clothes or getting textbook basic necessities, you know? Also free pads and tampons that are on campus, like for example, in the CSD, aren't as accessible to students that don't really go to the union or can't go to the union. Like for example, freshmen and newer students like transfers don't really know that these resources are available, so it's hard for them to access them. But also commuters that only go from class to like home don't really have access to the products that are in the union. So having these products in the bathrooms in the academic buildings are going to be a lot more accessible to a lot more students. So next slide. Do students care about this issue? Well, I can start off by saying more than half of Towson's population has like or menstruates. So definitely students care about this issue. Wait, you can go to the next slide. So I just wanted to start off with the feedback from Menstrual Health Week. This is actually great timing that Menstrual Health Week was like before this so that we can get like certain like, feedback from students. But 222 students attended the menstrual period party, and a lot of students found that a lot of the resources and a lot of the information that they got was very useful. And also they went to that event because they needed more access to products because we were giving out products. So we had a survey, this is with the health center and CSD, we had a survey, like an evaluation thing at each event for Menstrual Health Week, and 93.9 of the respondents stated that the events provided them with the products that they needed. So imagine if they already have these products available in each bathroom. 3,000, more than 3,000 menstrual products were distributed to students, so obviously there is a need for them. And so far the numbers of products donated, as I said, was this amount, which is like over 4,000. So next. Another Maryland university has already started implementing this at their schools. UMD actually recently is now adding free period products in 25 academic buildings, which is a lot. We have less than that. So I feel as if other universities are already doing this, why can't we do it? And we all need to do our part in combating menstrual health inequity, and we can start now with this bill. So, thank you. Thank you, Director GMA. Is there any discussion? Yes, Director Lee.
Okay, y'all, I don't really be speaking on bills, but don't put my 2 cents on this bill. You know what I mean? Like, I love this bill. And like, just like the other day, like I paid $6 for a pack of 4 pads. I don't see the correlation, okay? So I respect this bill. I feel it's very needed. And I do know students who struggle with getting them and they're not really as accessible like on campus in general because they're just not. It's crazy.
Okay. I remember when I was pro temp of the Senate, when it was predominantly menstruators, if not all menstruators. In the Senate office, we had tampons, pads, and Advil like available for them. And I just like
bought them for everybody, because everybody would always come in, hey, do you have one, do you have one, do you have one? So it's definitely a need that I've heard that's very prevalent. And as a menstruator myself, I think this is important, and I think you guys should really consider it.
Director Ramos?
Yeah, anytime. Okay, love the bill and all for it. I just did have like two questions, or I promise. The one question I had was like, for them being distributed, I'm assuming they're gonna be in the bathrooms, right, where students can get them?
Yes, in the bathrooms, and
Okay.
also the gender neutral bathroom.
Okay, because I know like, for a lot of people, when it comes to like menstruating, it's not always just like women, it also can also be guys and also all gender as well. So I was wondering if they were gonna be like in like all gender bathrooms or like the male bathrooms as well. That's what I was curious about.
Yeah, like I said, in the gender neutral bathrooms, they're gonna be added in there, but like see, this is with the health center and CSD, and what we were thinking was, sorry, my message is not. What we were thinking is that if we have them in the men's bathroom, they wouldn't be used as much, especially when we have to like insert dispensers and like Towson University would have to pay for that. So we're adding them in the gender neutral bathrooms. So all students have the access to them as well. So we're adding that.
Thank you.
Director Liam.
Fully in support of the bill. I don't personally menstruate, but I know others do. I know it's a thing. Was there any discussion over adding a date by when they should add these products by? Like, I know the bill that you cited, House Bill 205, has a date of October 2022. Do you think it would be, I don't know what the thought process is. Do you think it might be useful to have a date or?
I think that a date may be a little bit difficult just because we would need to most likely coordinate with the university about when we could realistically have all of those dispensers purchased, obtained by the university, whether that's via shipments or anything like that. So I think it might be a little bit difficult to put an exact date on it. However, I don't want that to deter if the Senate does want that to be a precedent. It just might be a little bit difficult to narrow down to a specific exact date if we are going to go down that. Just as like a thought. Yeah, also it would kind of like, just to add on to that, not only would it deter like this like cause, but also with, when it comes to like planning this type of stuff, when it comes to like the logistics part of it, we can't really put like, oh, by this time, because if it ends up not being by this time, then like a lot of people will like kind of fizzle out and like, oh, like we tried. And also when it comes to brain part. I'll touch back on that later. Assistant Director Soto.
So I know. I'm sorry. Okay. So I know you said that logistics wise, just like for money, I think you were talking about you couldn't put like dispensers in the men's bathroom. But I know you guys were also saying menstruators instead of like, you know, gender terms and stuff like that, which I really love. And I love how you're gonna put them in the gender neutral bathrooms. But there's only like a couple gender neutral bathrooms in like each building. And I already know some people saying that it's hard for them to go into gender neutral bathrooms because, you know, people usually go in there, even if they like are cisgender, they use them just because it's one bathroom and it's quick for them to use it. So maybe if you could at least put like one dispenser in men's bathrooms, and because just so, you know, inclusive and stuff like that. I do know some people go into the men's bathroom and they would really love to have a dispenser in there.
Yeah, no, I like that idea, like having them in like at least having them on like one floor and having like for each building, having a men's bathroom that has it. We can definitely add that when it comes to like after. This bill doesn't really say anything about having them in which bathroom. It just has to do with having them in every single academic building, just so that there's access, but that can be added on. Assistant Director Apple.
I love this bill. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I love this bill so much. Just want to get that out there as a member myself. It's amazing. But I was just curious about like funding for it. Like, I understand that this bill is just asking the university, but do you have like any estimations? I don't know if that's the right word, of like, if this is gonna be added to the university budget or taken out of something, or is it just part of like the health budget in general? I was just curious.
So again, this bill only has to do with like having the pads and any type of menstrual product in the academic buildings, and just like, oh, that's what I was trying to say. So basically, this bill is just a testament to like saying that this is something that students need. But I was gonna say this a little bit later, like after the bill, but I'm already partnering with a company that has already sponsored the menstrual health week, which is clean, and they're like an organic company that supplies pads and tampons, and they're already working with me and the university with having not only lower than wholesale price, but having a discounted price with Towson University, since they're already licensees with us. So we are already in talks with that. There isn't an estimate yet because we have to figure out, well, once this bill passes, how many bathrooms, like what assistant director so the same, thank you. So we have to figure out which bathrooms, we have to figure out how many dispensers we're doing, we have to figure out how many buildings, if we're gonna do all academic buildings, so it all depends on that.
Thank you.
Just a point of information, the university is moving forward with the unions in any future building to put feminine product, trash dispensers in the men's rooms. So it would make sense to put these products in the men's room. So they just fit together. So I'm just giving you a point of information for the discussion that you may not have known.
Justice Nielsen, did you still have a question?
Oh, yeah, I was.
We're doing the mic. I like this bill a lot. I just have a question, like, is there gonna be a plan to have more, like versatile, like sizes, or, like, I know the pads and like tampons, like some are made for heavy liters, some are made for light liters. And I noticed that the pads that I see on campus now, all of them are like usually the same size or just from like one brand. And I know that people use different sizes and stuff. So is there gonna be like something that's like,
Yeah, so there should be like different sizes, especially when it comes to the diverse amount of people that use these period products. So there has to be like different sizing. That's why we chose like a specific company that's already licensed with Towson University. And we already know that they have like a multitude of different sizing because they already donated so many period products to Towson University students. That also just depends on like the dispensers that Towson University chooses to like use and how that works when it comes to like the technicality of it. But yeah, there should be different sizes.
Vice President Chascoffin. If you would like to specify that in the bill, and this is not a formal recommendation at the moment, but we can say in the therefore be it resolved, just add to place a variety of free menstrual products in all bathrooms, if you feel that that would be more encompassing of the language as a whole, just to ensure that it is kind of taken as an action to ensure that there will be that variety.
I feel like that's permanent too, so.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm watching now.
Probably not the bill, but I have one question.
what exactly would be the purpose of like putting menstrual products in the male bathrooms? Could you like go over that again, please?
So not all menstruators are women, so the purpose of putting those menstrual products are that, so that people, like students that don't identify as women can use them as well. So yeah, as advisor Lana already said that, sorry, I'm like English. As advisor Lana already said, there's already menstrual waste baskets being put into the men's bathrooms, so it'll just make sense to like kind of just top it all off. It just has to do with figuring out the number of dispensers we might put in like each bathroom, you know?
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. That's okay. I think it may be worthwhile to, in making that, if it was a formal recommendation, or if it was to become a formal recommendation, to also amend to include in all bathrooms. Yeah, in all bathrooms. I think that would be formal at that point. Because I think while it doesn't change the meaning per se, while we would have maybe assumed it was implied, I don't think everyone reading this bill would think, oh, let's put this in the men's bathroom as well. Perhaps for trans men or whomever is menstruating that uses the men's bathroom. So I think that I would make that a formal recommendation. So it would instead read, the Student Senate of the 101st Student Government Association asks Towson University to place a variety of free menstrual products in all bathrooms in academic buildings on campus. And reflect that throughout the document, including the top of the bill. If someone chooses to accept, then that's fine. If not, that's also fine.
Yeah, that was a formal recommendation. Does anyone accept? Senator Maddox? Is there a second? Senator Mackey? Okay, just to restate the motion in reflecting throughout the document, just to say in all bathrooms in academic buildings on campus. Is there any discussion during general report?
I just have a question. Sorry. If that would mean all bathrooms, like every single, like, little area that has the stalls, or do you just mean, because I know what you mean by all bathrooms, like men, women, and non-gender bathrooms, but then would you be saying in each separate bathroom? Like, LA has 5 floors with bathrooms, so are you saying in each one you want one, or just in each? Like, on every floor? Yeah.
I just feel like that'd be a.
President Doe?
Thank you. I just feel like if it was on one floor, and I'm always in LA, so I'll just use LA as an example. If it's in one floor, I'm sure that will run out the amount of students they service. So I don't think that one bathroom would be sufficient, or one floor would be sufficient in a building with 5.
Vice President Triscoffin? Director Johnston?
Sorry, I just have a quick question, that kind of falls along the lines of this recommendation. Has there been talks about putting menstrual products in like the common buildings as well, like in the Glen or in the West Village common area?
No, this bill is focused on the academic buildings because of like the slideshow that shows that not like the West Village Commons and Glen, those are usually places that are for people that like live on campus. Like, of course, other students go there, but students like that are commuters and stuff, they just go from academic buildings to home and then back and forth. Like a lot easier to put them in specifically academic buildings, because if you're in class and then get a surprise period, it's better to have them in those bathrooms. But that's what this bill is specifically about. I mean, if it begins to spread, that's good too, but this bill is specifically about academic buildings only.
Okay.
Mhm. Is there any further discussion on the recommendation? If not, I'll move into a vote to add in all bathrooms in academic buildings on campus throughout the document. All those in favor? Opposed, abstaining, and with that, the motion passes. So that will be reflected. I can just call for the comment about the village.
I did, yes.
Sorry. I just want to take a formal recommendation, just very briefly, to change the committee recommendation from favorable to favorable with amendments. That is my bad. I do apologize. It would have to be, technically, it would change the committee recommendation, so it would have to be. Does anyone accept that recommendation? Senator Maddox?
Accept that recommendation.
Senator Singh? Is there any discussion on that recommendation? If not, we can move into a vote. All those in favor? Opposed, abstaining, and that motion passes, and that's favorable with amendments. With your recommendation, is there any other discussion on the bill as a whole? Yes, Chief of Staff.
Hi, we had a student comment on our YouTube, a student named Corey Lassiter, and she says that's awesome.
Vice President Justapa. First of all, hi Corey, and thank you. Second of all, I do want to make it known there has been a petition circulating specifically in regards to this topic. There have been students that have been reaching out via GroupMe's. If anybody has seen those pop up in their chats or anything like that. But there is a significant amount of signatures that we can kind of point to say students genuinely want this. As a mentor, I do not want to be going to the store and spending so much money when I just have one quick emergency. So the fact that there's a petition out there, there are consistently students asking about this, talking about this. Ever since I joined SGA, people were talking about trying to get this implemented. So I just definitely would say, keep that in mind, consider that. And yeah, great book. Thank you. Director Leo.
Based off of those two comments, based off of what the student said and what President Trzaskowska said about this bill being in the works for the past few years, I just want to give a huge shout out to Director DMA for finding exceptional in its implementation, and it will service every student who needs it. So I'm looking forward to it getting passed.
Is there any further discussion? If not, we can move into a vote on the resolution as a whole. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? And with that, the motion passes. I said this resolution. All right. We have no other new business, so we'll move into announcements. Are there any announcements?
May not another administrator have to buy a whole pack of pads or tampons for one day ever again.
Yes, Director Piame. Oh, we're announcements. That was an announcement.
Yeah. Just remember what I needed to say before making a report. I already purchased pads, tampons, and Diva cups, so they will be available in the SGA office until this, so, yeah.
Are there any other announcements? Yes. Vice President Trzaskowska. Thank you. Yay. Okay. Anyway, again, just a quick reminder, senators, please make sure that you're checking your email. Just tomorrow, don't worry about it tonight. But just keep in mind that email will be going out. It has a lot of important stuff. And again, I just really want to emphasize how important it is for everybody to be supporting each other. There's a lot of great discussions in SGA. There are a lot of amazing bills, a lot of amazing activities and things that we can do.
But also take care of yourself, take care of each other. It is final season, everybody is getting very stressed out, so if you see somebody that you know, may seem a little bit like they're acting not quite like themselves, or if they seem very overwhelmed, please don't hesitate to ask them how they're doing, help in any way that you can. If you are struggling, please talk to people, please communicate with people. We understand all of us are students first, all of us are people before we are anything else. So just take care of yourself, take care of each other, and continue to be amazing because you guys are. That was all. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is for senators. If you get any emails regarding like the status of budget approval, you can let them know that Vice President Truskowka and I are going through one by one to make sure that all orgs made the necessary changes in order to be approved. So we're doing that. I continue to email with the exact language for that. And then just another, and then with the grants, we are a little bit behind on the grant review committee, just because budget hearing and break and stuff. So if you get those concerns, you can let them know we are meeting this week. And also happy belated birthday, Director Robert.
Any other announcements? Yes.
I'll just pick one. I also work in student academic advising. Please, if you know any freshmen that are struggling to figure out what classes they're want to get in, especially teach them, please have them come to our office. It's lecture hall. Like just right at the door, you can ask for me, Sean, or any of the other SSAs. We're really trying to help these freshmen make sure they're getting to the classes they want to get to for next semester. And we try our best with, going through their FYE meetings and all that, but if we still really do care about them, and if they want to come to us, basically I can make their schedule for them if they really need to. But we also want to show them how to do everything, to make sure they're on the right track to success. So with that,
That's in the lecture hall.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? If there are no further announcements, do we have any motions on the floor? Senator Ewan? Is there a second? Senator Mackey? Is there any discussion? If not, we can move into the vote. All those in favor?